Ultimate Gamer 7799 exclusive.
Okay. Are you good to go? I'm good to go. Tell everybody I'm good to go. You good?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ultimate Gamer 7799. I am Walker, aka Mr. Mafia 215, aka Mafia Productions 101, and I'll bring you another episode of our new series, System versus System. Now, as you tell by the title, we are introducing two systems that are, the first for your company, and they're both very good systems, and they had their flaws. So let's compare them. Right here, we're gonna start out with the Xbox for all you Microsoft fanatics and fanboys. That one's out to you. So let's see. The manufacturer, of course, is Microsoft. So this was an American-made console. It came from America. And let's see. The product family was Xbox. Its generation is the 6th generation console. Now, if we move over to the PlayStation, its manufacturer, of course, is my favorite. The people that I love so much, Sony Computer Entertainment. Shout out to them. Production family is PlayStation, and the generation is the 5th. Now, since these two are different generations, the Xbox may have more like features for the first system, but you gotta remember that the PlayStation came back. It was made in an earlier time, and I just wanted to compare two systems that this is the first system from both companies, so we're gonna do that. The release date in Japan for the Xbox was February 22nd, 2002. In America, it was released November 15th, 2001. So we got it first. Let's go over to PlayStation. The release date in Japan was December 3rd, 1994. Now, PlayStation was invented. It was in Japan first. And in America, the PlayStation was with us in September 9th, 1995. The PlayStation was discontinued in Japan in 2009. The Xbox was discontinued in Japan in 2005. In America, it was discontinued in 2007. And the units sold for the Xbox is 24 plus million as of May 10, 2006. That's a lot. There's a lot of consoles to sell. And we go over to the PlayStation that actually sold more. It sold 1,002.49 million. 1,002.49. I'm sorry about that. Its media for the PlayStation is CD-ROM. As you guys know, it plays movies, music CDs. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I got that confused. Sorry. Hey, you guys, I just gave you information for another episode of System vs. System. You see, I'm reading off of the list for the PlayStation 2. Fail me, but next list. It just is CD-ROM. The storage on the PlayStation is memory card. And let's go over to the Xbox. The media is the CD and download. You can download games off the Xbox through Xbox Live. Now, this is something the PlayStation does not have for Xbox. Its operating system is based on Windows NT architecture and Windows XP through Xbox Live. The PlayStation did not have an internet of any sort. The storage for the Xbox is an 8 or 10 gigabyte internal hard drive and an 8 megabyte memory card for the controller. And let's move on to the controller. We're going to start out with the Xbox. Now, the Xbox is on screen. This was the first model. It was nicknamed the Fatty. And just listen to this. It was deemed the second worst controller in all of video game history. Now, this controller was just fat. I played with this controller. It was so fat, bulky. Everything was too far away from each other. You could never press anything. Like, you played online, you could never have the upper hand on anyone. And it was just the worst controller ever. And I'm gonna say this. I am a PS3, PlayStation, Sony fanboy. So I'm going to have to always go with the PlayStation controller, but I'm going to try to make this as unbiased as I can. So let's move on. Xbox did later reinvent a controller, and this second controller, let me tell you, it was so excellent, so good. I loved it, and it would go on to become the Xbox 360 controller. Now let's look at the PlayStation. PlayStation had a lot of model controllers too. From the first PlayStation, controller had no joysticks whatsoever. It's basically, if you play PS3, you can take a PS3 controller, imagine it with no joysticks, and it's kind of longer and smaller. And that's kind of what the PlayStation 1 controller is like. So in like first model controllers, PlayStation will take that home. In second model, the PlayStation controller added joysticks, and it was pretty good. The problem with the PlayStation controllers are they're a little too small. I mean, I have small hands, so it works for me. But the PlayStation controllers are a little small, and it feels comfortable. I feel like the PlayStation when I'm playing fighting games like Street Fighter, it's excellent. Even on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, it was really good with the joysticks. Everything was just snug. With the Xbox, it was more of a comfortable fit, not with the fatty, but with the second generation controller. It was very comfortable, worked very well, and PlayStation will go on to create another controller, the DualShock 1, and then 2 and 3, which we currently have. So let's move on to the best-selling game for the PlayStation. It was Gran Turismo 10. Oh no, Gran Turismo. Sorry, my cat got my tongue. It sold 10.85 million. Shipped as of April 30th, 2008. And I actually made a mistake in the units sold. It was I don't know if I said this, but 102.49 million sold. I don't know, but if I mess it up. So system before the PlayStation, there was none, and the successor of the PlayStation was the PlayStation 2. Now let's go on to the Xbox. The connectivity, since I had internet, was a 100 mbit and Ethernet. The online service was XBL, Xbox Live. Best-selling game for the Xbox One was Halo 2. That was an awesome game, and it sold 8 million as of May 9, 2006. Now, the best-selling game for the PlayStation actually sold out more. Gran Turismo was a fun game. Racing games, they were very popular, and they still really are, because nowadays they're more real, because you can use the actual steering wheel, and I think they really progressed with the racing games. So, moving on, the system before the Xbox was nothing, and the successor was the Xbox 360. Now, there are some weird things going on with both of these systems. The PlayStation, there are actually two systems, the PlayStation and the PS1, which was the remodeled PlayStation. Now, the reason I didn't do that was because they're really just the same thing. The PS1 did have a feature where you could buy it with a built-in like a little screen. I think it was about 4 or 6 inches. It was kind of cool. You don't have to hook it up to a TV, but you could buy it without the TV screen. It was like a rumble pack type thing. And the PS1 really is simple. It was just looked the same. They kind of made it smaller. It's basically like a PS2 Slim. So you can see it like that compared to the original PS2. And that's for y'all. The Xbox didn't change their system. I have an Xbox, and their system didn't change. But let me just say this: the original Xbox system was fat, really fat. And the PlayStation system was very small, yeah. So that wraps up today's episode of System versus System. Now what I'm going to do is just to end off my favorite system between the Xbox and the PlayStation 1. It's very hard, in general term, if you want to buy one of these systems. I recommend, if you're not into the online, I just go with the PlayStation, because it's not going to be as expensive. You can buy it on eBay, and it's not going to be as expensive as the Xbox, because the Xbox did have internet, but PlayStation is a better deal. So, that's all for this video. Rate, comment, sub, and all that good stuff, and drop a like, because I'm really putting a lot of time and hard work into these videos. I'm trying to make one every week for you guys, and I want to work on more, so get at least 2 videos a week. It's really hard, because I still have other stuff I want to do. I like to play Call of Duty sometimes. So yeah, this is the final stat side by side. Enjoy this. Again, rate, comment, sub, go to my channel, go to the Ultimate Gamer channel, show some love there, and that's about it. Have a nice day.
Bring the drums. Yeah, this song right here, it's for everybody out there looking